Nashville Super Speedway is the home to stop number 5 on the NNSCRA Trucks Series, as we're set for racing here today on this 1.3 mile racetrack here. This is the 4th straight race where we'll be racing on a race 1 mile or track on a track between a mile and a mile and a half in length. Before we go to Portland short track, which is next on the tour for the 6th stop on the tour. So that said, here's the starting lineup for today's running event. Here on the pole, it is Kyle Matthews, who's won twice this season so far. He's the only 2-time winner this season, I should say. He won at Daytona and also won again in Australia this season. He's alongside Quentin Moore, the number 21 Racing with Jesus Eagle Jet Ford. And this is one of Quentin's home tracks, as a matter of fact, here. So Quentin would hope to do well here today. Second row has Keith Bassett in 28 and number 98 Jessica Shelton in the Cheerios Betty Crocker Dodge. Third row has Zachary Fitzwater in 59, and beside him will be number 17, Colin Cropley, is alongside. Going to row number 4, it's the McIntyres. No relation, however. Matt in number 20 and Levi in 99. Row number 5 has truck number 83, Joshua Osborne, in the Mission Linen Services Coffee Critic Chevrolet. He's alongside number 88, the Menards Chevrolet of Zach Winkle, sitting alongside. Next row has number 18, Mike Turner in the Fastenal Dodge. He'll be alongside the K&N Filters Toyota of Laura Chung. Her truck number is 11. Next row is number 43, Mike Becker in the Dodge Dealers Dodge, and number 3, Cole Bieber in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Two of the more iconic numbers in the sport of NASCAR. Next row is number 2, Dylan Young in the Team ASC Certified Dodge. He's alongside number 44, Seth Coe in the Federated Auto Parts Ford. Next row is number 5, Destin Bolin, who won at Las Vegas this season, the DuPont Automotive Finishes Chevrolet, number 5. He's alongside number 38, Trevor Collins in the Channel Lock Ford. Next row has number 16, Charles Sanford in the Papa John's Chevrolet. He's alongside number 4, Stephen Colon in the Square D Chevrolet. Or Square D Dodge, excuse me. Next row is number 24, Nathan Ormond in the Quaker State Chevrolet, and number 8, Aaron Macklin in the Delco Remy Chevrolet. Next row is number 60, that is Wes McCoy in the Cat Rental Services Chevrolet. He's alongside number 86, that's Noah Sewell in the Royal Crown Dodge. Next row, Carson Gum, who put on a tremendous outing in Australia and finishing in 3rd position in that race, in the Pennzoil Dodge, number 19. He's alongside number 1, Trent Dunham in the Mopar Dodge. Next row down has number 87, Tito McCoy in the Bell's Mobility Chevrolet, number 87, and beside him will be number 14, Amanda Evans in the Milwaukee Tools Ford. Next row is 29, Allison Rain in the Mopar Dodge, and number 6, that is Mitchell Hodak in the Total Chevrolet. Next row is Cody McGurk in number 94, the Mac Tools Ford, and he's alongside number 50, Jackson Haywood in the Granger Ford. Next row is number 80, that is Toby McCoy in the LCI Ford. He's alongside Benjamin Miles in number 62, the Napa Auto Parts Dodge. Next row is number 75, Dallas McIntosh in the Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet, and number 48, Samuel Ryder in the second MB&A Chevrolet. And starting shotgun is Mitchell Collins. It's going to be fun to see him come from way out back in that Post-it Notes Dodge number 31. And beside him will be number 7, that is Carter Joey in the Exide Batteries Ford. So that's your starting lineup for today's running of Truck Series racing at Nashville Super Speedway here. One of the 2 tracks we'll be going to in the state of Tennessee. We'll be heading to Bristol later on in the season for some nighttime racing late in the season, by the way. Always a great race to go to here. But today the focus is on the Nashville Super Speedway under the daytime hours here. And here's your starting, and here comes the command to get them going here at Nashville.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Command is beginning to fire the engines as we're set for racing here today on this 1.3 mile racetrack here. Yes, the pace truck leads the field off a pit road for the pace up, and back we're starting the race right after this. Field rounding through turns number 3 and 4 here, as we're about to get set for green flag racing here at the Nashville Superspeedway. Daylight racing, I should say. A track similar to what we was at last race on the tour at Calder Thunderdome in Australia. And now here we're back here in the good old USA in Nashville, Tennessee. The green flag flies and we're underway. And Kyle Matthews pulling out to where we last left them at Australia in the lead here as they come off turn number 2. Keith Batson in second position. Third is now Zachary Fitzwater in the 59 kart truck, and Matt McIntyre going for 4th. Fitzwater now for second position as he gets by Batson, as he'll try to take the lead from Kyle Matthews here. Matthews leads the first lap over Fitzwater as the first lap ties at 152.338 miles per hour. Lap speeds here in Nashville, a little over 160 miles an hour, as now 59 Zachary Fitzwater goes to lead with the help of Jessica Shelton, a pair of Dodges. Going to the front here at Nashville. We talked about at Calder how well the Dodgers were tuned for that track here, as several of their trucks are finishing the top 5 here in that race. As we jump inside Jessica Shelton's truck as she led the last time by, as you ride on board the number 98 Betty Crocker Checks Mix Dodge. And pulling away from Fitzwater, who's now freight train in the outside of the track here. That's Matt McIntyre in second position. Dylan Young the third. McIntyre goes to the inside of Shelton now. Boy, I tell you, if we keep this up, we may have a record number of lead changes. This is a 45-lap race here at Nashville. And Matt McIntyre becomes the third leader of the day here as they come through turns number 1 and 2 now. And he goes way up the track as we saw Shelton do from inside her truck earlier. And now Mike Becker wants to take the lead. And if he holds on, he'll be the 4th leader of the day. Him or Quentin Moore, one of the two. Moore was the outside pole sitter. This was his way back up to second position now as they come off turn number 4. And they're 3 wide here with Matthews, Winkle, and Matt McIntyre, and Laura Chung in the 11 truck now throwing her hat in the ring now. The K&N Filters Toyota, the only Toyota in the field, by the way. As they come out turn number 2 now, as Mike Becker leads that last time by, Quentin Moore to second position, and Laura Chung up to the number 3 spot now in the number 11 machine, trying for second position. The manufacturer's breakdown for this season, as we mentioned for this season, the manufacturer's breakdown, 15 Chevrolets, 12 Dodges, 10 Fords, and 1 Toyota in the field. And the lone Toyota is in second position. Zach Winkle takes second position away from Chung, and he gets it. And Nathan Ormond, the 24 truck is working his way through the field nicely here. The number 24 Quaker State Chevy, and he moves Quentin Moore up the track here. And talk about your surprises here. The number 87. How about Tito McCoy? The 87 Bell's Up Mobility Burger King Chevrolet. And he has worked his way up to the top 10. Now, the McCoy team has not had much of a season so far, as we are early in the season. This is the 5th race of the year, by the way. But whatever they did to the number 87 truck is working beautifully right now, as he's gotten by Mike Turner and Colin Cropley. Cropley behind him in a 17 truck here. But Tito McCoy looking strong right now. At this point, he's in 7th position. But Cropley about to move him back a couple spots here. Him and the 31 of Mitchell Collins. And Mitchell Collins is going to make a 3 wide here. Destin Bolin in the 5 truck. He just about got turned by the 86 truck of Noah Sewell. And Bolin, who was a winner at Las Vegas a couple races ago, keeps the handle on that truck, and he keeps it going here as he moves, running right behind the number 2 of Dylan Young. So we got some good racing all around here at Nashville Superspeedway in the first 8 laps of this race here. 3 wide again. Jessica Shelton, who had been moved back for a while, Well, now it gets moved back up the track here by Trent Dunham in the number 1 truck, the Mopard machine. The Texas Terror moving his way up to the field now, the number 1 truck. And Zach Winkle blocks his path now as they go into turns 1 and 2 now. As Dunham tries to get by Cropley once again in 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet. Fitzwater right behind him in the number 4 truck, Stephen Colon. Colon had a tremendous run at Calder. And Colon gets by Cropley. That puts him at the 17th position right now. 3 wide, I should say. I'd say 5 wide at Nashville would have been death. But Fitzwater gets by, is now trying to get by trucks here. Maybe his way back up to the field now. Destin Bowen, Noah Sewell, and Charles Sanford all fall victim to the 59 truck. And now Fitzwater has his sights set on the 24, Nathan Orman now. Orman right now running in the 7th position now, and we got a surprise leader. How about Tito McCoy, the 87 to the top spot? This is the first lap he's led this season. But here comes Dylan Young to the low side, the number 2 machine, as he'll go for the top spot now, the Team ASC certified Dodge. Dylan has our second in-truck camera in today's event here, along with Jessica Shelton and Cole Deaver. Those are our 3 cameras for this event here today. Rear bumper cam on the Dylan Young machine right here in P1 right now, but he's got Mike Becker on his back end right now, that red truck right there. Sorry for the blurry picture here, guys, but there it is right now. That, yeah, better view of what trucks they are right there. But Becker all over that back bumper, that number 2 truck, 2 Dodges and a drag race to the start-finish line. Dylan Young led that lap by half a truck length now, and here comes the 43 truck. That's Becker to the top spot now, and he'll take that Dodge to the number 1 position. Zach Winkle tries to follow through, but Winkle falls back in behind Dylan Young. But now Young with a crossover move. Watch that move into turn 3. But Dylan Young better not look in his rearview mirror, because he's got his buddy Trent Dunham coming with a beat on him right now. The number 1 Mopar Dodge at the number 2 spot now. And we'll be heading to Trent's home track a couple races from now at Texas Motor Speedway. A couple races from now here, we'll be heading to the Portland short track for duels at Portland, which is next on the tour. We said it was going to be the next race on the tour, but after Las Vegas, but we decided to go to Calder Park after that, and then to right here to Nashville. So this is the 4th race in a row. We'll be on a track 1 mile, a track between a mile to a mile and a half. We've done Rockingham, Vegas, Calder, and now right here at Nashville, a 1 1/3 mile racetrack. And now Dunham goes low, takes the lead from Dylan Young. So truck 1 goes to P1 and truck 2 goes to P2. Maybe P3 right here, because here comes Matthews to the low side. The AC Delco 52, 2 summer this season so far. He won at Calder, and he also won the opener at Daytona. And right now, up to number 2 position right now. He's the points leader coming in this event here in the early going here for the NSCRA Truck Series Championship season. And you talk about your surprises. Here comes another one. Mike Turner, the Fastenal Dodge at the number 3 spot now, as he gets by Matt McIntyre and Dylan Young now. So I'd say we may see a race of little surprises here in this track. We actually had a couple of surprise winners this season. Well, one in particular, Destin Bowen at the Las Vegas, which was his first ever Truck Series win. So we may have another one here at Nashville. And in this series, you never know what's going to happen. And so far, we've seen a lot of competitive racing here, and especially here in today's event. And Fitzwater is working his way through the field now, and he's got another guy we haven't talked about much here today, Dallas McIntosh, the 75 truck. And he was clocked last time by in 7th position. Noah Sewell behind him in 8th. So far we're 10 laps or 19 laps into the event, and just tremendous racing going on here at Nashville Super Speedway here. And Mike Turner is the leader of the race right now. He becomes the latest leader of this event. Dunham and Fitzwater battling for second position. Battling for fourth is Dallas McIntosh and Kyle Matthews. Noah Sewell's in sixth position. Battle for seventh between Amanda Evans and the 8 truck of Aaron Macklin. And Levi McIntyre running in 10th position. We'll make that 9th now as he gets his push from his buddy Seth Cole. In the 44 truck, there is Seth, the Federated Auto Parts Ford. And you got another McCoy working his way through the field right here. And this is the leader of the bunch, Wes McCoy, the number 60 Caterpillar Toyota Cat Rental Stores Chevrolet. And Wes now up to the number 10 position now. Wes by way being short for the name Wesley. As but he prefers to be called Wes. But so anyway, when you talk about how well the Dodges were running at the Calder, here's 2 of them that that shine brightly at Calder's Park. And one in particular, that number 19 Pennzoil truck. That's Carson Gum. To the inside here of another Dodge Benjamin Miles, the 62 truck here, and another Dodge Trent Dunham. So 3 Dodges, 3 wide. Carson goes low, gets past Trent, but having trouble shaking off Benjamin Miles, and now Benjamin finally has to back off and says, there you go, Carson. So that moves Carson up to the 10th position now, make that 9th possibly. If he can get by Levi McIntyre in the number 99 truck, the Super Chips Ford. Well, that was close to the line. 10th position is where Carson was clocked at. Levi was running in 9th, but now he's slipping back a bit right there. And whoa, Carson got loose. Almost got into Zachary Fitzwater, and now here comes Benjamin Miles back to the low side of the number 62 truck. And he got 2 more Dodges coming behind the 4 truck of Stephen Colon and the 31 of Mitchell Collins, who now has been moved up by Laura Chung in the 11. Boy, this is some sensational racing here today at where are we, Qualls? At the Nashville Super Speedway. And Amanda Evans got loose as well too right there as she tried to get by on the outside Zachary Fitzwater. And talk about making a move. How about Kyle Matthews from up the middle? That you almost never see that where they're a move in the middle of the track here and almost making it work. But the middle lane gives up for Matthews, and unfortunately for him, loses a couple spots here that he possibly could have gotten. Seth Cole, by the way, is your leader now in the 44 truck with Wes McCoy second. But I tell you what, we're seeing battles all the way around this racetrack right now here. Look at all these trucks just strewn all over the place. 48 truck there, Samuel Ryder. He begins to roll now to the low side of the 48 truck. Another guy who hasn't had much of a season so far. But he hopes to turn that around here today, and he is turning it around so far. He's running right now. He's up to 21st position. Make that 20th now as he gets by the 31 of Mitchell Collins. And whoa, McIntyre and Carson Gunn. They were plenty close up ahead of Ryder. And not to mention, Samuel Ryder got by one of the best in Charles Sanford in the 16 truck there. He is in the Papa John's Pizza Chevrolet. Destin Bowen right there behind, the 2 truck of Dylan Young. You got some big names back there. Dylan Young, Trent Dunham's now back as fallen back there. Jackson Haywood in the 50 truck, Cody McGurk in the 94, Jessica Shelton in the 98, Quentin Moore in the 21 truck here. Quentin wanting to do well here for his fans here at Nashville Super Speedway. This is one of his home tracks as he tries to get by Allison Rain in the 29 truck, the Mopar Chevrolet, or Mopar Dodge, excuse me. Anyway, but Keith Batson's back there, Cole Deaver's back there in the 3 truck. Colin Cropley slid back as well too, and as has Joshua Osborne, who in the 83 truck, he slid back in the first of this race. So caution-free so far here in the first 28 laps of this race here. We're working on 29 now. And we are closing up on 15 laps to go here at Nashville Super Speedway. This is coming by for 17 to go right now. Fitzwater's now your leader, the man who won at Rockingham, looking to become the second driver to win twice this season. Kyle Matthews the only one so far who on that list. But Wes McCoy looking to pull off an upset. So is Amanda Evans in the 14 truck. Don't count her out just yet. Number 14, Milwaukee Tools Ford to the low side, that red and black truck. And Amanda goes to second position and followed by another red truck. That's Mike Becker in the 43 truck. And here comes Amanda for the top spot now. Just misses that lead, that led by just a couple of feet. But now here comes Amanda to the low side, takes the lead away. But Mike Becker over the back bumper of that 14 truck here. And Becker has to back off a slight bit now. Boy, like I said, this is probably some of the best races we have seen in a long time here. This is probably the best start to the season we've had in anything in the NSCRA here. Actually, I'm sure Seth has probably had some in the Duracell Cup, and Dylan's probably had some in the Spectrum Mobile Cup series there. But well, I tell you what, you talk about some truck racing. This is the place to be right there. And look at Benjamin Miles in the 62 truck. What power! Benjamin got a real bite through the middle of 1 and 2, and that truck just hooked and hauled. And it's hauling right now as Benjamin's pulling away here at a 62 machine. But the draft that some of those trucks have been getting here on this track here has been effective here at Nashville. So Benjamin hopes to hold him off for a while. Now Seth Kohler to the low side, he's got second position, but here comes Wes McCoy in the 60 truck to the low side, the Cat Rental Store's Chevy. That's the 2003 Travis Quapple truck he is driving in this event here. Over this season, I should say. Well, I tell you what, well, are we going to have a veteran winning this, or are we going to have a surprise winner possibly? Well, stay tuned for these last 12 laps of this race, and you'll find out. Matt McIntyre, the 20 truck to the low side. He's got third position at Black and Green Machine, the 20 MB&A Chevrolet. And he's got another McIntyre behind him, Levi McIntyre, no relation to Matt, by the way. They're from two different states. I know I say that every time those two are hooked together there, but anyway. But now the McIntyres are hooked up for the top spot here, Matt, and it's going to be Matt maybe for the top spot. Yes, it will. Matt McIntyre to the lead. But Levi says, no way, Matt. I'm the one supposed to be up front, and pulls a John O'Clock move on him right there. You probably have to ask Levi for that there. It's a wrestling reference, but still. But Levi McIntyre to the top spot now, and with now 10 laps remaining at Nashville. Don't tune your sensibles. We may be in for a great finish here. And the crowd on their feet for this one here at Nashville. Like I said, though, you never know what's going to happen in this series here. And how about another McCoy? Here, remember Tito McCoy who led earlier in this race? He's back at the 4th position now. Matthews behind him for 5th position. Boy, I've often said this in this juncture race when you got that many trucks bunched up together for the top spot here. Don't pencil in your winner here. Anybody in this field can win this race. And right now it's Amanda Evans out in front on lap 37 here. Tito McCoy second position. Two of the surprises in the field. Third position is Fitzwater. Fourth is Matthews. And here comes Jackson Haywood. Where did he come from? He's up to 4th now. Here comes Miles back to the inside. Noah Sewell in the 86 truck. He could surprise as well too in that RC Cullen machine. Trent Dunham's getting into it. Dallas McIntosh is getting into it. And several trucks are back there, and they're bunched up all over the place now. And now Mike Becker's helping not Amanda Evans, but Allison Rain, the 29 machine. Low side, and McIntyre in the 99 truck, he's got nowhere to go on the high side now. And the 86 truck was on the apron of the track where they're trying to make it 4 wide, but thought better of it. You don't go 4 wide at Nashville, that's for darn sure. Unless you're brave enough to try if you dare. Oh my gosh. Coming by to complete the 39th lap. We'll have 6 laps remaining this time by. Amanda Evans out in front. Second is Tito McCoy. Third position, Noah Sewell. Fourth, Zachary Fitzwater battle for 5th. between Dallas McIntosh and Benjamin Miles. Mike Turner behind him in the 18 Fastenal machine. And here comes Tito to the low side, the 87 truck. And Fitzwater's going to make a 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Fitzy to the low side of the racetrack here. Tito has the spot for just a time being here, but Fitzwater backs off and now falls in behind the 87 truck now. 5 laps to go. And here comes Dallas McIntosh. McIntosh, who looked like he had Las Vegas well in hand until Destin Ballin got him on the last turn of the last lap of that race. And you know Dallas McIntosh is still stinging from that too. McIntosh now out in front now. Coming down for 4 laps to go. The Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet out in front now. Dallas McIntosh now out in front now with 4 laps to go here. Tito McCoy up behind him in second position now. But here comes Benjamin Miles down the low side looking to take the number 2 spot away. He's got it over the 87 truck. 3 to go now. 3 wide. Dunham to the inside of the 18 truck. And now Dunham closes up on the back of the 62 truck now. This is for second place. Well, this is going to be plenty closer there. Here comes Dunham. He's got by Miles. That's for second place. Here comes the 86 truck. That's Noah Silver, third position now. And the yellow flag is flowing. 2 to go. The first yellow flag is flown with 2 laps to go. It might have been Kyle Matthews in the 52 that spun, along with Carson Gunn. That's going to end race right there. And there's your winner, Dallas McIntosh. Holds them off to win here today at Las Vegas. Or where are we again, Qualls? Nashville Superspeedway here, and provided nothing goes wrong with the 75 truck, he will get his first victory of the season. And Tito McCoy slowing up in the 87 truck. Is there a problem with that machine? Oh my! Or nope, there was no problem with Tito McCoy's machine. He was ahead of the 18 truck. And the scoring said, let the 18 around you, Tito. You did not finish ahead of him. So the 18 of Mike Turner gets 6th position, and Tito McCoy will finish 7th in this race here. But the yellow and white flags have both waved this race here. And the 75 truck of Dallas McIntosh is going to be a winner here today. His first victory of the season, the Spears Manufacturer Chevrolet. A tremendous win, and Dallas held him off. And I'd say for Dallas, that caution could not have come at a best time for him, because that were the caution. For the caution, like if anything, it had to be a blessing for Dallas McIntosh, because Trent Dunham was coming on him like gangbusters and coming to 2 to go. And I don't know if he'd have held him up if that race would have gone green the whole rest of the way. But for Dallas McIntosh, he was in front. He was in front when he needed to be, and he finishes right where he wanted to be. In front here, second position will go to Trent Dunham. Third will go to Noah Sewell. Fourth will go to Benjamin Miles. Mike Becker finishes 5th. So you got Chevrolet with 5 Dodges actually behind him now, actually. Becker finishes 5th. Mike Turner 6th. Tito McCoy 7th. 8th will go to Toby McCoy. Another McCoy comes on top 10. Another guy we haven't talked about here today. Zachary Fitzwater finishes 9th. And Levi McIntyre will come home in 10th. But there's the field come off to number 4, and the checker flag waves at an agonizingly slow 55 miles an hour. But there it is. Dallas McIntosh gets his first victory of the season at Nashville Superspeedway. How about that? Anytime you get a first-time winner, it is quite the story here, and what a day that's got to be for the 75 Spears Manufacturing team. That team has started off strong this season, and you knew a win was going to come their way. And lo and behold, it's come their way for the number 75 team. Excellent win for him. and for that entire team. Let's take a look at what happened to cause the only caution flag of the day that ended this race. See, Matthews and Carson Gunn got 3 wide right there, and the 31 truck of that's the 31 truck of Mitchell Combs going to go to the inside. They're making 3 wide here. Carson just turns Kyle right into the wall. Who, in a good driving right there by Cole Deaver to miss the 19 truck right there, but Kyle Matthews, the 52 truck, the only 2-timer this season so far, finds himself in the wall in turn number 3, and he will, unfortunately for him, there's Dylan Young. He missed the entrance to the pit road, as did Destin Boland, so Destin will, we didn't see where Destin will end up. Destin will end up 26th. Dylan Young will end up 28th in today's event. So there's your finishing results right here. And how about Dallas McIntosh at an average of 149.131 wins here today at Nashville Superspeedway. And I tell you, the way his truck has been running, more victories may come for that team. Who knows? We'll see. Well, actually, like I said earlier, who knows you'll see winning the Truck Series. If this beginning of the season is any indication, we are in for a tremendous season of the NNSCRA Truck Series here. We've had 4 winners in the first 5 races of the season, and well, that's all I can say here. We gave you the top 10 already here. Amanda Evans comes home in the 12th and 11th position. Allison Rain, we haven't talked about her much of it today. It comes home 12th. 13th, we've got Samuel Ryder. A great day for the 48 team. 14th will go to Jackson Haywood. 15th, Seth Cole. Quentin Moore, in front of his home state crowd, comes home in 16th position. Don't worry, Quentin, we got another Tennessee track coming up, and that's Bristol later on in the season. Matt McIntyre, 17th position here today. 18th will go to Nathan Orman. 19th, Stephen Colon. And Laura Chung, the only Toyota, finishes in 20th. Colin Cropley, 21st here today. 22nd will go to Aaron Macklin. 23rd will be Mitchell Collins. 24th, Wes McCoy. Jessica Shelton rounds out the top 25. 26th will go to Destin Bowen. 27th, Mitchell Hodak. 28th will go to Dylan Young. Cody McGurk, 29th. 30th will go to Cole Deaver. Keith Batson, 31st. 32nd, Joshua Osborne. Charles Sanford. Trevor Collins. Carter Joey. Carson Gum was 36th, and Kyle Matthews relegated to 37th in today's event. Zach Winkle had a header failure on that truck, and he ends up finishing in 38th position. So that will do it here today at Nashville Superspeedway. Congratulations once again to first-time winner Dallas McIntosh as he gets the victory here today. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to this channel you're watching here, the Brevers Fantasy 85 channel, for the exclusive home of the NNSCRA Truck Series. And for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 11 years of off-road racing at its best. We'll see you at the Portland Short Track for the first short track race of the season.